Hey guys, this is Mitchell from Gamefront here with a beginner/intermediate level strategy guide for Injustice: Gods Among Us. These guides are meant to give players a starting point to learning a new character, but are by no means a comprehensive expert guide. So with that said, this video will cover
Green Arrow.
Green Arrow is personally my favorite character in Injustice. He is a monster when it comes to mid to long range combat, and his moves are especially adept at catching opponents who try to close the distance carelessly. The downside is that if someone does end up closing the distance, his options up close are somewhat limited compared to other characters. So, as always, let's start with his special moves. Sky Alert, down back light. Ollie fires 2 arrows into the air right above him. This move is meant to be used exclusively as an anti-air to catch those who try to jump in. If you land it, be ready to follow it up because it could be the start of a nice combo for you. The enhanced version will fire 4 arrows for a greater spread. Dead On, down back light in air. This move will kill your forward momentum and cause Green Arrow to shoot 2 arrows downwards. Good for a jump and feint. The enhanced version will fire 4 arrows for a greater spread, with multiple arrows capable of hitting at once for some decent damage. Savage Blast, down back medium. A fantastic move for Green Arrow that lets him play some offensive defense. Arrow takes a short hop backwards and puts an explosive arrow where he was standing. The explosion is decently big, so this attack can have some deceptively good range. Using meter will shoot out another arrow that travels farther. Stinger, back forward heavy. A typical low hitting slide attack that goes along well with Green Arrow's combo set as a combo ender. The enhanced version will cause him to fire an arrow at the end of the attack that will blast the enemy away and put a full screen of distance between you. Hurricane Bow, down forward light. Another great combo ender. But just be careful because if all hits don't connect, you'll be cheating yourself out of a good chunk of damage. Up Haven Blast, down forward medium. Like the Savage Blast, only he shoots into the air. While this seems like a strictly anti-air attack, note that it can also hit enemies on the ground. This is a great move to frustrate opponents who continuously try to jump in. Green Arrow's trait is his most important feature. Pressing the trait button will cause him to fire an arrow. This arrow can be fired high, low, or at an angle by pressing back just before the arrow is released. You can also hold the arrow and move around with it, then cancel it by dashing forward or backward. The base arrow only does 1% of damage, but you can equip special arrow types by entering in some commands. Down back trait will equip the Ice Arrow. You only get 1 per equip and the arrow travels a bit slow, but this arrow is vital for chaining some of Green Arrow's more damaging combos. Down forward trait will equip the Lightning Arrow. You get 2 per equip and these arrows travel pretty fast. More importantly, when used on airborne enemies, it will make them hang in the air long enough for you to follow it up. Down trait will equip the Fire Arrows. You get 3 arrows per equip and they are the most damaging arrows in Green Arrow's arsenal. They do not, however, have the same kind of hang time effect as the Lightning Arrows do. Now let's go over some basic combos that you should know as Green Arrow. Thrill Seeker, light, heavy. This is probably Green Arrow's most important basic combo. It makes it easy to set up into his arrows, and the attacks are quick enough to use in juggles. Queen's Gambit, forward medium, down light, heavy. This combo is a little awkward to pull off, but it mixes up low and overhead hits in one combo and can be followed up by an arrow, which makes it extremely useful. Light It Up, back medium heavy. The first hit is an overhead, which makes this useful against enemies who like to block low. You can also use an arrow after the first hit if you're confident that the overhead will land. Now let's put it all together for some advanced combos. With Ice Arrow equipped, Aerial Heavy, light trait, dash, back heavy, aerial heavy, medium, Hurricane Bow. Green Arrow's aerial heavy is so incredibly good, and this is a good example of why. It does good damage, has great range, can be used as a cross-up, and can also be a combo starter. With Ice Arrow equipped, light heavy, trait, dash, back heavy, aerial heavy, medium, Hurricane Bow. Similar to the previous combo, but with a ground combo starter instead. 2 of these combos combined make up Green Arrow's bread and butter combos for when you have an Ice Arrow equipped. Note that Queen's Gambit and the first hit of Light It Up can also be used to start this combo as well. Both of them combo into an arrow. With Lightning Arrow equipped, light heavy, trait, back heavy, aerial heavy, medium, Stinger. This is a little trickier to land, but if you've got a lightning arrow equipped, it's good to know at least one good combo to use with it. Now let's talk about Green Arrow's super, which is fantastic, but it should almost always be used out of a combo. At the end of the super move, you can actually follow it up and deal some sick damage if you can get the timing down. With Fire or Lightning Arrow equipped, Light, Heavy. Super. Back Heavy. Aerial Heavy. Light trait. I give an example combo ender here, but you could also end this combo with a Hurricane Bow or Stinger if you don't have an arrow equipped. Another great thing about Green Arrow is that he is one of the least meter dependent characters in the game. His enhanced moves are great, but he doesn't need it to dish out great damage like many other characters do. This allows him to save his meter up for his super without having to make sacrifices. And that's pretty much all I have to say about Green Arrow. As I mentioned before, I love this character in Injustice. He has some of the most diverse range options of any character in Injustice due to the versatility of his bow. His big vulnerability though is that his need to constantly re-equip his special arrows leaves him vulnerable, and good players can often prey on that. Thanks for watching all of our Injustice videos, and please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Forward Medium, Heavy, Enhanced Super Breath, Back Heavy, Aerial Medium, Medium, Super Breath. As you can see, there are plenty of ways to start and end a bread and butter Superman combo. Try to find the way that works the best for you to get into Superman's more damaging combos.